Welcome to this important discussion on a concerning trend that's gaining attention among young adults: sexual choking. While intimacy should foster connection, trust, and safety, certain practices can have hidden risks if not approached with knowledge and care. Sexual choking, also known as breath play, has surfaced in conversations, media, and relationships, but many don't realize the serious dangers it can pose. In this video, we'll break down exactly what this practice entails, the potential health risks, the importance of consent and communication, and safer alternatives. Our mission is to help you make well-informed choices that safeguard both your emotional and physical well-being. Let's start by understanding what sexual choking is. Sexual choking refers to the practice of intentionally restricting someone's ability to breathe during intimate activity, usually by pressing on their neck or restricting airflow. People engage in this behavior for a variety of reasons: to experience heightened sensations, build trust with a partner, or explore power dynamics in a consensual setting. While some may view it as adventurous or exciting, the portrayal of sexual choking in media often omits its inherent risks. What is seemingly trendy can, in fact, be dangerous if approached without the proper understanding of health impacts or boundaries. While it may seem harmless to some, sexual choking has very real physiological risks. Here's what happens during choking. Breathing and oxygen flow are restricted, reducing the essential supply of oxygen to the brain. The brain is extremely sensitive to oxygen levels. Even just a few seconds of deprivation can cause dizziness or fainting. If oxygen is restricted for longer, the consequences become far more severe. Potential dangers include brain injuries. Oxygen plays a critical role in keeping your brain healthy. Even brief deprivation can damage brain tissue, and prolonged restriction can lead to permanent injuries. Stroke. Choking can disrupt blood circulation, potentially causing blood clots or ruptures in blood vessels. Loss of consciousness. When your body is deprived of oxygen, fainting is a natural response. This loss of control heightens the chance of accidental harm. Death. While rare, prolonged choking can lead to fatal outcomes, often because individuals don't fully realize when a situation crosses into dangerous territory. Choking is inherently unpredictable, and harm can occur even if you're being careful. It's essential to understand these risks to make safer decisions. One major reason people engage in sexual choking is the widespread misinformation surrounding it. Media, including some TV shows, movies, and even social media platforms, often glamorize this act as daring and passionate without mentioning the health risks. Peer pressure and societal trends also play a significant role. Feeling the need to match others' behavior in relationships or in social circles can lead to risky sexual practices. This highlights the importance of educating yourself from credible, science-backed sources like health professionals or sex educators. Another concern is the misconception that sexual choking can be entirely safe with the right technique. The truth is, there's no completely safe way to restrict airflow to the brain. Every person's body reacts differently, and even small mistakes, like applying too much pressure for too long, can have devastating consequences. When it comes to sexual activity, consent isn't just important, it's essential. Consent means more than simply agreeing to something. It requires mutual understanding, enthusiasm, and clarity. When it comes to riskier activities like sexual choking, consent becomes even more critical. Here are key principles of consent to remember. Explicit and informed. Both partners must clearly communicate what they're comfortable with and understand the risks involved. Ongoing. Consent can be withdrawn at any moment. If one partner feels uncomfortable or unsafe, the activity should immediately stop. Enthusiastic. Consent should never feel forced or reluctant. Both partners must feel fully and confidently willing. To foster clear and respectful communication, talk to your partner openly about your boundaries and concerns. Discuss hypothetical situations before engaging in any activity and have a clear plan for stopping if needed. Keeping communication open builds trust and ensures that everyone feels safe and heard. If you're drawn to the elements of trust, excitement, or intimacy that sexual choking represents, There are safer alternatives to consider. You can explore other ways of enhancing intimacy that don't involve risky practices. Here are a few ideas. Gentle sensory play. Use touch or light pressure on non-vital areas like shoulders or hands to mimic a similar feeling without cutting off airflow. Deep eye contact. Emotional intimacy can sometimes amplify physical connection. Focus on building trust through prolonged eye contact. Power dynamics. Without risk, explore psychological role plays that don't require physical strain. For example, verbal exchanges can establish dynamics without harm. Use of accessories. Scarves, ties, or other objects designed for safety can provide sensations of restraint or excitement without targeting the neck area. By choosing alternatives, you can protect your health while still exploring your boundaries and desires in a safe and consensual way. Educating yourself about any intimate act is the first step to avoiding harm. Here are actionable measures to prioritize safety in your relationships. Know your comfort level. Don't feel pressured to try an activity just because someone else is doing it. Your boundaries matter, and they should be respected. Use trusted resources. Reach out to sexual health professionals, online resources from credible organizations, or educators to better understand current trends and risks. Check in with your partner. Even during intimate moments, regularly check in to ensure your partner feels safe, physically and emotionally. Practice safer intimacy. Avoid any activity where the risks outweigh potential benefits. Physical safety should always come first. Sexual relationships can be a source of joy, connection, and emotional fulfillment. But they must always be built on the foundations of safety, respect, and communication. Sexual choking, while often glamorized, carries significant health risks that should not be ignored. Our goal in this video wasn't to discourage exploration or adventure in intimacy, but to equip you with the knowledge to make informed choices. By understanding the dangers, prioritizing informed consent, and exploring safer alternatives, you can protect yourself and your relationships. Thank you for taking the time to educate yourself on this important topic. Your health and safety are irreplaceable, so make choices that reflect care, respect, and knowledge. Stay safe, and remember, intimacy should always lift you up, never put you at risk.